Boston Dynamics has given the SpotMini a makeover. The last time we saw this little robot dog, it was using its mouth at the end of a long articulated neck to load a dishwasher. Not to be confused with the BigDog for the military or the SpotMini's bigger brother, little Spot. The new design is sleeker, and it was given a fresh coat of yellow paint. According to the company, which is now a subsidiary of Softbank after the division was sold off by Google parent Alphabet, the new design still has the ability to pick up and handle objects with an arm with 5 degrees of freedom, as well as new suites of sensors. SpotMini is about 2.75 feet tall, weighs about 55 pounds, but if you want that arm, it's going to add about 11 pounds. The new SpotMini can still only go for about 90 minutes on a single charge, depending on the task, but it has to power a host of equipment, including stereo and depth cameras, position and force sensors, and an inertial measurement unit. From the teaser footage, the new design looks a bit more nimble than its predecessor, and while some may think that it's taking a bow in that early footage, they are clearly not dog owners, because that looks an awful lot like a dog checking something out, realizing it's okay, and then moving along. Still no word on where the design stands when it comes to marking its territory. It's about pee. Does the robot pee? I don't think it does. Does it? Does the robot pee? In early October, NASA performed its first supersonic parachute test. A 58-foot tall, 2-stage rocket was launched in Virginia and accelerated to more than 3 times the speed of sound as it made it halfway to the edge of space. The rocket carried a bullet-nosed payload that carried a supersonic parachute made of nylon, Technora, and Kevlar. The special parachute is part of NASA's Mars 2020 mission, and it has to slow down a spacecraft as it comes into a Martian atmosphere at more than 12,000 miles per hour. I mean, after all, if we're going to fire millions of dollars of test equipment to the Red Planet, we might want to make sure that it lands safely. For the first time since the test, NASA has released footage of it, including when the 100-pound parachute is deployed at nearly 100 miles per hour in half a second. They even slow it down to 30 frames per second. The video is actually shot at 1,000 frames per second, so researchers can study every nanosecond of deployment to see what, if anything, was overstressed. The moment that the parachute inflates, the parachute is going 1,300 miles per hour and generating nearly 35,000 pounds of drag force. We even get to see the footage of the payload splashing down into the sea. And I know what you're thinking. How did we get a NASA story without a new strained acronym? Well, fun fact, the mission's parachute testing series is called ASPIRE, which stands for the Advanced Supersonic Parachute Inflation Research Experiment. The more you know. Beep, beep. Hashtag the more you know. Does the robot pee? Henrik Fisker, the man behind failed luxury electric startup Fisker Automotive, is back in the electric vehicle game. And this time, if you can believe it, he's making even bolder claims than when he said electric cars should be beautiful and exciting and fun to drive. According to a report in Digital Trends, Fisker has filed patents for solid-state batteries that can be recharged in 1 minute. For a comparison, I charged my phone for a minute, and it gave me a 1% boost. You know, actually, I mean, it's time for an upgrade. It was like less than a 1% boost. Like, it just didn't go anywhere. The new company is called Fisker Inc., not to be confused with Fisker Automotive, and the company believes that these batteries will be 2.5 times more energy dense than current EV batteries. And they could be in production within the next 5 years. The increased density will also mean a range of 500 miles per charge. 500 miles and a 1-minute charge, no more complaints about range problems with EVs. Now if we could also get them to be beautiful and sexy and fun to drive. Oh, and exciting. Yeah, I want one of those. Wait there, how much? I'm David Manti. This is Engineering by Design.